A friend of mine rang me at, what time, 4 o'clock last night, Charlie?
Yeah, sure like that.
Will you get me out the shit and come and alter a pipe in a roof space? Must be a good mate of mine if I'm coming out in the cold.
Thank you.
Right, what we got? Seems like we haven't been here at Plum Base for ages. If you look at Dave, come here. If you look at him, he's got a little bit of a glow to him. He's got a little bit of a glow. Where did you go?
Tenerife.
Tenerife. So here we are, day one on the barn. This is coming in pretty handy today. This is going to be a bit of a talking point. So I've got Nathan, Matty the tilers, a couple of batches just to keep them going because I know they're going to have a bit of the oven, so that'll just ease the blow a little bit. Yeah, it's 10:30 and the king of the site's just arrived. Look, the electrician's rolled up on site, demanding steps off people. Poor Sean's had to...
He's upset the chucky, he's upset the plumber.
Yeah, the electricians, they rule the roost. Ryan Davis, Nick Bundy, you boys all think you rule the roost. Welcome back to the channel. First off, hopefully you've all just watched the Trade Legends podcast that I've been on literally the hour before you're watching this on the Sunday. So that's why this video is half an hour later at 6:30, because I was live on the Trade Legends podcast. If you haven't, not live on it, but it was live going out. So if you haven't seen it, I'll put the link in the description below, direct to that Trade Legends episode with me in it. So get subscribed to the Trade Legends channel, wicked podcasts, loads of trades people, just a good laugh, a good bit of banter. So that's that done first. Secondly, I think all my timelines might be out of whack. So the lads are still tiling the bathroom. They're having a bit of a mare because it's herringbone, and I think one of the walls was slightly out, so it didn't follow the pattern round. But I'm literally going now. I'll swing in, just see them. But all of that will be in the part 3 of that bathroom refurb. But I'll just give you a little sneak peek of where we're at. Also, I'm now today starting that barn conversion. I put a link up into the corner for the video, for the sort of the 10-minute walk around video of the barn that I'm beginning now. It's going to be a cracking barn. It's not going to be like that barn from before, because this is for a good mate of mine who's also a builder. I've worked with him for 10-15 years, went to school with him. The barn is going to be his own home, so he's building it exactly how he wants it, which is going to be mega. And he's just literally showed me the 5,500–6,000 pound copper and nickel 2-metre long bath he's got, which is stunning. So the finish on this job will be amazing. So this Sunday's video, that's where we're going to be at. We're going to be swinging into the bathroom. We're starting Scott's barn conversion. It's going to be over a good few months, I'd have thought, by the time we start getting stuff in. We're having underfloor heating in it, hot and colds, 2, 3, 4 bathrooms. I think 3 bathrooms and a cloakroom and this, that, and that. So the giveaway is going to be drawn in the next hour or so over on Instagram. It's probably going to be, what will we be now, 6:30? It's going to be around 8 o'clock. I'm going to draw that giveaway for all that Unilight stuff, Talon stuff. Shout out to Talon as well for hoodies, clips, caps, beanies, all that sort of gear. So yeah, it's a massive giveaway. Thanks everyone that's got on board with the giveaway. Subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Trade Legends channel. It just helps everyone. So if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Okay, right, so let's get on with it now then. Let's go and get some bits and crack on with today. Seems like we haven't been here at Plum Base for ages. So I've come to Plum Base to pick up a load of stuff so we can sort of crack on with that today. Start getting some pipe runs in, or at least get positions for pipes and stuff like that. Right, who's about? Hello, Dave? David?
Hello, Mark.
Hi, Dave. Say hello.
Hello, you.
Here he is. Here's that guy. If you look at Dave, come here. If you look at him, he's got a little bit of a glow to him. He's got a little bit of a glow. Where did you go?
Tenerife.
Tenerife.
Back in a week and a half.
On the piss in Tenerife. Yeah, I'm just saying to him, I haven't been in here filming for ages, so I thought I'd pop in, see ya. Let's put that there so we can have a catch up.
It looks like a bit of a shop as well, look.
Yes, look, Dave, I always give Dave grief because his shop always, not messy, used, but all of a sudden, the Steam have put a range of taps in. Nice little display. Almond milk, yoghurt, strawberries, bananas.
In the blender?
Blended it up, NutriBulleted it up. mid-morning snack.
Mid-morning?
Well, whatever it is.
It's only 9 o'clock.
I've been out anyway since 7.
Oh,
Now,
what-
new me, been
What
out.
a guy. Who is this new guy? Oh my god.
You
21 day cleanse.
You should watch.
Get on it, people.
So here we are, day 1 on the barn. I told you it was starting soon. It's literally starting straight away. I've just sort of walked through it with Scott, whose barn it is, and what we're going to be doing is, let me just turn down erasure. Right, what we're going to be doing is, first off, I'll link to the video up here of just the sort of the walkthrough, the initial walkthrough of this job. So click that link up there and it will show you exactly where we're at with it. Cylinders are going here. This is going to be the boiler room. So what we're going to have to do is instead of running them through the ceiling, we're going to run hot coals and a secondary all the way down this back edge, through the floor, through here, to pick the kitchen up. We're going to come off the top of the cylinder across into the roof space here to feed the bathroom here. So that's completely separate. Hot and colds will run through here. We'll take a hot cold and return up inside this stud work, ready to go over to the other side of the building. Because all this mezzanine floor is coming out, because all of this completely is going to be vaulted. So, but we've got to get hot and colds over to there. So we're going to run them high level across there. So hot cold return through there. We're going to come up here, pass through there, and then we're going to carry on through the floor into here. It's going to run along here to this point here. There's a cloakroom. We're going to take hot and colds up there to feed the bathroom that is in relation to here. So that's hot and colds to all the points. Hot and colds over to there. Hot and colds to the kitchen points. Hot and colds and secondary hot going over there just to loop it back. So we're going to start by, I think the lads have already done it, we're getting holes through there, and we're going to be putting the hot and cold routes in, but also within there at some point we're going to also put the flow and returns to the manifold positions. There's a manifold going there, another one going over there. But day 1, I've sort of spent the last hour getting my head around it. We've been off and got the bits, we've come back. So we're going to start running the hot and colds, or at least getting the clips into place, ready to just feed the hot and cold pipe work in, clip it in, and go from there. So that's exactly what we're going to be up to. Right, so we start to get the clips in along here. So we'll get to this point here, then we've got to just kick through there a little bit. This is the hot and colds and the secondary return. So we're starting to get the main 22mm hot and colds in now, so we'll get them in, clip them in, and we've got to have at some point, because this is where the kitchen sink's going, so we're going to have to cut 2 T's in here, up and then with 15mm, but then it's going to come along and then get to this point up here, through there, and also this is coming in pretty handy today. The old uni like that. And always mark your pipes when you're going along. Hot, cold. Most important thing, because you don't. Sorry. Most important thing, because you don't want to get to the end and get your pipes crossed over. So that's the secondary hot in now. As I see, I've marked it up. Right, this is going to be secondary hot and 15mm plastic. This is going to be a bit of a talking point. Now, I've done secondary hot returns in systems for 15 years in plastic, never had an issue. People say, it's best practice to do it in copper, for one reason is, when it's putting in plastic and the secondary hot run is running continuously 24 hours a day, it can have an issue on the pipe. Now, all the systems I've ever fitted, I've had the secondary return on a timer, the pump on a timer, so that it comes on a couple of hours in the morning, couple of hours midday, couple of hours in the evening. So it's not circulating 24 hours a day. That's where the issues arise. If it's constantly circulating 24 hours a day. Yes, the manufacturer's instructions will go, you can't use it. I say, this build is for Scott, this is his own house, and he's happy with it. I've done it before, never had an issue with it. 10, 15 years they've been in, zero issues with a plastic secondary hop. You do what you want, you do whatever you want to do. I've done it in plastic plenty of times, so there's zero issues with it. Is there, Sean? No issues with it?
No, not
So Sean the chippy says there's no issues with it. But yeah, that's what people will say. Because it's a non-continuous loop, we're going to have it on a timer, there's not an issue. So I thought I'd address that before you start wailing in on the comments, because someone will, and I'll just ignore it or just remove it. Right, so cracked on today, we've got the hot and colds in, the secondary hot coming down here, as I've said, through there, which is perfect. It's just where we need it. Ready there to pick up the sink, kitchen sink. We're going up there. We're getting hot colds, and secondary hot has got to go across there, up, and then over that mezzanine floor, or that fake floor, to feed that bathroom. So that's into here, and then the other side, we've got the hot and colds in. They're going to feed that cloakroom, and I've started drilling these double joists, which are a pain in the arse. Started drilling them out because we're going to bring them through here and poke them up upstairs. So let me turn that out. So day one at this barn, sort of getting my head into it really, seeing what's what, and sort of working out roughly where the pipe runs are going to go. So I've started getting them in. Once you've done a couple of days in a job like this, your head knows where stuff's going to go. We'll be back here tomorrow, still leaving the lads on their bathroom job to get that tiled. Right, so let's get packed up. So I've got Nathan, Matty the tilers, a couple of batches just to keep them going, because I know they're going to have a bit of the so that'll just ease the blow a little bit. Sorted. Right, nice one Dave, cheers mate.
Cheers mate.
Just sweet talk them a little bit when I get there, because we don't know how they're going to be. So I've just got to the bathroom job that we're in the middle of. I say I'm not going to show too much of it, it's just a quick sneak peek, and because I've bought the lads a couple of bacon sandwiches just to keep them sweet a little bit, because I know they're having a bit of a nightmare with these herringbone tiles.
Oh look, it's got
gifts. There we are, look.
Preparing gifts for you. Here you go boys, here you go Nath.
You're mine? Ooh, hello.
Good to you, isn't it? Do you know how hard it was to order them and not have, can I have 3 please? So there's a little bit of a sneak peek, but everything in this I'll show you in part 3 of the bathroom refurb. So yeah, so I've gone and just sort of done a little bit with them, sweet talked them with a few little bacon and sausage rolls. Don't know how hard it was for me to order them without ordering another one for myself, but. So it's 8 o'clock. Wednesday, what is it? Thursday morning. I was planning on heading straight over to the barn, but a friend of mine who lives around the corner from me is doing a bit of a build on someone's house. Rang me at what time? 4 o'clock last night, Charlie?
Yeah, sort of like that.
Will you get me out the shit and come and alter a pipe in a roof space? So it's fucking frozen. It's all frozen. Yeah, must be a good mate of mine if I'm coming out in the cold.
Thank you.
Right, what we got?
Right.
How we doing?
Basically, toilet there, pipes all external.
Right.
Right, so we've took the roof off at the top. So what I could do with is, when the roof's off, a pipe through.
So drop a pipe down here.
Yeah, and do away with this and get a connection in the roof.
And then over to there. Right, okay. All right.
Even if you just put the pipe in and come back at a later date, if you're too busy, it's not a problem. Just so we can.
Just so we can get the roof on.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look. So we've got the joists up on the roof. We can just blast it through there, can we?
Yeah.
Where is it down below then? It's
the toilet is by the
down in. Ah, right. It's down in that corner here then.
Yeah. And it's that corner.
And it's over to there. Over to that over there. So we're going to put a bit of pipe through here. Hopefully tuck it under there. We might have to take one of them bricks out or something.
One of the bricks out. Or...
So we'll come down there. Take a couple of them bricks out across, under there, straight across there, and drop it down.
Yeah.
Just for now, so that Charlie can get the roof back on and it's all sealed in, and then, you know, next week or whatever, I'll come and connect it up. Sorted. Right, let's get some bits. Right, there we go. That's that put in. They can get the roof back on now. So we'll just, I've put some lagging on it, but we'll just put, I think they've got a spare bit of that. We'll just pop that over the top of it as well, just to make sure it's all covered up. So yeah, so what I'll do at some point, I'll swing back in probably early next week and just connect that end up to that end up. It just frees up all that pipework that was running around the outside downstairs. Right, let's get back over to the barn. What time is it? Yeah, it's 10:30 and the king of the site's just arrived. Look, the electrician's rolled up on site, demanding steps off people. Poor Sean's had to...
He's upset the chookie, he's upset the plumber.
Yeah.
Do HSE watch this video?
Fucking... I'm surprised you don't watch it the time you arrive on site.
On flexi time, flexi time.
Fucking electricians, they rule the roost. Ryan Davis, Nick Bundy, you boys all think you rule the roost. Look at this, it's literally a race for the joist. Charlie's here, putting his cables in here. I'm here, trying to get these in. It's like was it Chariots of Fire? What did you just say to me, Charlie? The holes are anti-plumber. What do you do?
They're not plumber friendly, they're on the old 45-degree angle.
Is that what these electricians do? They drill them on angles so we can't get the fucking pipes, we can't steal the holes. Going to feed just that bathroom. There's no need to put a secondary hot in on this because it is literally coming from where the cylinders are going to go here. So hot, cold, secondary return to go and feed the house. And these two we'll bring along here. Just drop out the ceiling for now. 2 copper tails sticking out. We can connect that into that whole plant room when it gets done. But yeah, they're literally coming around here, stabbing up there. Job done.
Snap our local store, leaving you free as a robin to enjoy Christmas to the
So that's 2 days I've been on this barn conversion now. Just getting in. The first 2 days, the main hot, cold, secondary hot runs just into positions where they needed to go. So we've luckily managed to get them all into the walls here. All ready, all down here. I'm going to get insulation, get all these insulated. Got hot and colds to come off there. We'll do them when we're back. I think we'll be back next week at some point. I'll just take you around and show you exactly where else we've got. We've got hot and colds into this roof. Ready for that bathroom.
We've got boards going on.
We've got boards on the wall. This wall is probably going to go down in history. It's probably the longest wall ever to go up. Sean's been on it all day.
4 hours.
4 hours apparently. 4 hours. 4 hours. 4 hours today. Light's fading a little bit. So we've got hot and cold up in this bathroom ready. So it's all going to be built in vanity units. So we'll come off here to the positions. That's going to go here. Shower on this wall. What else have we got? So we brought up hot and colds and secondary in this corner down here. You don't think you can see it in here, but then also fired them through here. I've got to lag them all yet, but just to get them in, we had to take out a bit of insulation here, feed them completely through here. So we're going to get them clipped and racked up there because I think I said before. This whole floor's coming out and this ceiling's coming out, so this is going to be completely vaulted. But yeah, it brings us to here. So we've got hot, cold, secondary hot, all the way through to pick up this bathroom. So that secondary hot will probably loop back at some point here before it goes into there. So yeah, so all in all, Wednesday and Thursday we've got all the first fix hot and colds in. We're waiting for Snug to get back to me, Snug Underfloor Heating to get back to me with the specifications and drawings for the underfloor heating both downstairs and upstairs. So as soon as that's in, we can get manifold positions and get primary flow and returns to the manifold positions. I think one's going in here somewhere. There's another one over there, and then downstairs there'll be one there and one there. So that's it for Wednesday and Thursday. I'll be back next week, but tomorrow I'm got to pop into the bathroom I'm in the middle of doing. I think they finished tiling, so we're going to get the shower fronts onto that and another couple of bits. I think we might go and connect that cold main that I cut off this morning. So, right, that's it for today. So what I like to do on a Friday sometimes is lump a load of little small jobs together that I haven't had a chance to get to in the week or a couple of week period. Now this one here, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but there's an overflow pocket there that is dripping. So this customer, I've done loads of work for him before in the past. They messaged me, I think it was the start of the week or something like that. They noticed it and I said if I get chance Friday I will swing in and take a look and sort it out for them. So I just want to pick the keys up because they're away, and we'll get up into the roof and have a look. I think it's going to be either it will be either the header tank or the heating tank. So we'll get set up, we'll get up into the roof and take a look. So let's take a look. I keep, just as a quick one, I keep these telescopic ladders in the van because they fold down to sort of this high, and that's it. They're dead good for storage. I think they're from Screwfix, about 120 quid or something like that. Bit of an old beach nest. Right, okay, is it? Which tank is it? Let's have a look. Not that one. So, process of elimination. It will be this one that's very well sealed in. Right, let me get the top off it. Right, so there we have it. You can see the water level is right at the top. So we'll get the water off, swap this ball valve out. So this bigger tank is obviously the cold water tank, cold water header tank. So I'll whip downstairs, whip the water off, turn the hot water on, just to drain a little bit of this water out and get that swapped out. So as you can see, by opening the hot tap, the water level's dropped and it's just pulling the cold down there. So let me set that up there. Right, let's pop this one in. It's got the plate on the back still, so we can reuse that. New one in. Let's go and turn the water on. So we'll just wait for it to fill up and shut off and just check it's alright. But while up here, I'm sure this was someone's big Christmas present one year. Remember those? High-speed dubbing. There we go. Sorted. Nice little job for a Friday. Yeah, these little jobs, as I've said loads of times, these little jobs, sometimes you can have a day of little jobs, you know, 5 or 6 little jobs like this, you can earn proper good money. Right, now we've got to go and drop the keys back, and I think we've got a rad valve change if they're in. So I'll drop these keys back, give this next customer a ring, and see if we can get this rad valve change for them. Right, so last little job for a Friday. Is changing this rad valve. So they just connected the hose up. Shut this door so we don't let the heat out. So I've turned the boiler off. Turn the boiler off over there, and it's luckily it's a pressurised system. So turn the boiler off, connected the hose, open the drain off. So I've drained the system down, well the top half at least, because the rad valve's upstairs. So drain the top half of the system down, and I'll just take you through. So this is the rad valve. So this is the rad valve that's leaking. The customer pulled the board up just to see if there was anything underneath, and he said to me, no, it's come off the valve. So picked a replacement valve up. There it is. So we'll just let the air out the system. and basically it's fairly straightforward actually. Just undo that, whip that valve off, pop the new one on. Got a bit of paste ready. There we go. Let's whip this one off. Around there, bit of paste on that. So I've shut the drain off. The amount of times I've not shut the drain off while filling the heating system back up, and you can see over there the dogs are in there repressurising the boiler up. So we've got it to 1.5 bar, just spot on. Right, let's let some air out. There we go, all the rads are full, all the air's out of the rads, and this is spot on. Put the thermostatic valve on the top, if you find it. Job done. Right, so that's that boiler repressurised. So I've repressurised it, heat tested it, and made sure everything's getting hot, because sometimes when you've got a leak like that you can drag air into the system. So I've been round, vented all the other rads, so they're all good as gold. They're a nice little job to do on a Friday. So it's now, what time is it? 3:45 on a Friday. Get a bit of an early finish. So I hope you've enjoyed this week's video. A few little bits, a bit from the barn, jobbing around a little bit of a sneak from the bathroom, and so part 3 of the bathroom will be coming soon. We're getting on to second fix that, get the screen up and get that bathroom finished off next week. So make sure you tune in for that. Right, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, all that sort of jazz, and I shall see you next week.